Y'all. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of True Talk. Call it Josh Trailer House.
I've been drinking whiskey tonight. Lost my job, can't pay the light. In the morning I'll be alright. 'Cause I've been drinking whiskey all night. I said,
All right, let's let Corey fuck up the intro. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I can't wait. All right, let's go.
Hey, I didn't fuck up the first
Hey,
one.
what's the over under? Who's betting what?
Oh,
I
I
got
guarantee.
5
So
on the
this
under.
is my bet, right? So my over under. So you have a win or loss, right, on this one. So my over under is that Corey fucks up like 4 times when he's talking about mead. 4.
Ooh, I like that.
I'll take
Okay.
that. I'll
Just
take that
4?
side. I'll take that side.
I hope nobody picks the losing bet.
I think Corey fucks up only one time talking about mead.
That's a pretty under.
I bet you he doesn't talk about meat at all.
I think since y'all are putting me on the spot, y'all are really underestimating me.
I'm taking under. I got faith in you, Corey.
I'm not underestimating.
dude,
you. I
hey.
just know people.
Regular
Like,
Corey.
nobody knows about mead.
Does anybody want to take that bet that he
I don't care
won't
if you
fuck
care
up
or
talking
Hey,
about
hey,
mead?
I do actually.
Anybody?
I got the one.
No, listen. The most unlikely person to take his back, I got it. Cause regular Corey, fake as shit. This Corey, hey, this Corey with
It's
the
a
fur jacket,
it's a persona.
unfuckwithable.
I got
He's
the
got
spirit.
this.
I got the spirit of Josiah right now. 'cause
I
this
think-
is his fur coat.
Okay. I think also on that
That's
same
the way he
note,
says my name.
I guarantee you he fucks up my
Choking
nickname
just a little bit.
and
I
my
don't even
main name.
I don't even know your
Oh my God,
nickname.
he's gonna fuck up both of those.
What the fuck is your nickname?
Oh, you're gonna have to find out now.
Yeah.
I said that was a bet.
It's too late. You had
We have several
you've
of
had like a month to research this.
Definitely
several
Tom
of them.
McDonald.
Way to go, Pop.
Look, I got enough going on in my own personal life. I'm not researching shit. I'm winging this. Like.
Fucking boo.
Let's go.
All right, can everybody get quiet for like 5 seconds so I can fuck this intro up?
Let's do it. It should be Truth, Tall Tales, and Mead, by the way. Just as a reminder.
Oh no, I'm gonna outdo that. Hold on.
He's been warned.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Normally it's True Tall Tales and Whiskey, but tonight it's True Tall Tales and you fuckers!
That's my boy. I lost. I'm
Yeah,
glad I
you
didn't
lost.
mention
Drink. That's
anything
what I'm
like.
drinking.
Dude, hey,
I know I was.
all,
All right, everybody pause. Everybody
all I
pause.
risked was Gump's virginity, so I'm glad with that bet.
I already took that.
Hey.
Hey,
I ain't got so much coming out of my.
hey, you're bald. Shut up.
All right, take 2.
Quiet 5 seconds.
I got you, brother.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Normally it's True Tall Tales and Whiskey, but tonight it's True Tall Tales and Beat. God damn it!
0 for 2.
It's bead.
I-
It's
I-
bead, brother.
I want you to know we're halfway there.
Look,
Hey,
they fed me
Hey.
their fucking meat a minute ago.
Caden, you showed up in them umpire shorts. Tell him
I'm trying to say,
two.
I'm trying to say bearded and meat in the same word.
No,
and
you're
I
trying
don't
to
know
say
why.
12s.
It's because every time I start the intro, every one of y'all is fucking looking at me.
if you like beads, just say that.
Dude, I pulled the anal beads out of your ass before you got here. Calm down.
Jumpstart that fucking lawnmower. Let's
right.
do this.
Papa Titty.
One more time. All right, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Normally it's Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey, but tonight it's Truth, Tall Tales, and Bearded Viking Mead Company. I hit it that time, motherfuckers.
It's about damn time.
Anyways, we
Take
got
420.
we got JT. He's running shit out there. He's from all the way from Washington, correct?
3 times. No, Montana.
Montana. Okay, shit.
Almost the same.
Hey, no, we just leave that.
Yeah.
And then we got Mr. Brian Bond over here.
Who's also from Washington.
See, so I got it mixed up. I've known him since he's lived here, so it's different. Anyways, we got Canaan Bryce's dumbass over there, but we already gave him his interview. But all right. So tell us a story about Bearded Viking Mead Company.
So I don't know about most of y'all, but during the pandemic, I had to find some shit to do, and I have a big ass beard. So during that time, I had 2 beehives, and I decided I didn't want to go to the grocery store anymore because I was living in Utah at the time, which is not Washington. And
Dude, come on now.
it's a real thing. I never lived there.
With that big ass forehead, you had that thought stored since I started this, right?
Well, yeah, it's a data processing unit. What
I
do you
can I can talk about
to
foreheads
be
because,
fair, he said you were gonna fuck up multiple times.
but he
And
said
you
5
did.
times. He
I
said
said-
5
I
times.
did.
over under was 4.
The first
Now that's
mistake
like
was
5
wearing the
now.
jacket.
It's getting a little bit hot over there. His processing
You're
unit
already
is
on
like-
3.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So anyway, so during the pandemic, I
This meat tastes like shit.
that's fair.
Sorry,
So,
I'm just kidding. I actually enjoy it.
so during the pandemic, I'm a cybersecurity project manager for a living, and so I have to drink to cope with society, which is fair.
That's
Understood.
Yeah. So I went to the grocery store and I was wearing a mask, and I have a big ass beard, and it crept up over my eyeballs, and so I had to pull it down. And this Karen came across the entire grocery store to let me know that I had done touched my mask. And she pulled her mask down to yell at me, and I was like, I can't handle society enough to even buy a beer. So now I'm gonna have to figure out where else to drink. So then I went to the bar, and they were like, "Hey, at the bar, like our last call's at 10 p.m." And I was like, "Nope, I don't understand that." They're like, "Well, you know, COVID, it's super contractable at 11 p.m."
I think alcohol kills it off.
That's what I said, but you know, I'm just a dude.
That wouldn't happen in Texas.
I heard it was 10:01. 10:01 was.
A
the-
lot
I
of-
mean, pretty close. I mean, like rounding up, right?
I can
So-
relate. Like, I mean, a lot of people wish.
Josiah, I love you, but I'm taking your fur coat off.
Yeah, it's hot as shit, right? So anyway, I had 2 beehives because I have a beekeeper, and so I harvested 100 pounds of honey. I gave away 50 pounds, and nobody else wanted anything else. They were just like, "No, man, that's gonna be a minute before I use all this honey." I was like, "Cool." So then I remembered when I was a kid, a show called The 13th Warrior. Antonio Banderas, like,
Yep.
you know, the best Mexican Viking ever.
Mexican.
Damn it.
Like 100%.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
I was skeptical,
I'm-
but
dude,
you
I
got
was
me
too.
now.
No, but like a legit real thing.
So y'all,
Yeah.
y'all are recruiting?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Martin.
Martinez says let's go.
So,
How pure do you got to be? I got half on it.
listen, here's the thing. Like, we accept all folks who like to drink. That's fair. So,
We got to drink to that. That was a.
absolutely. Cheers, motherfucker.
Unless your name is Josh Greathouse.
Ooh, what are y'all drinking right there?
Hate
What
your
is that?
dad.
So,
What is that in those bottles?
why don't you go ahead and tell?
I'm drinking a little bit of Bearded Viking Mead, which is the original flavor. So it's just straight up honey, water, and yeast.
Yeah, we shake it up real good.
It's pure bliss.
That's the OG.
And
That shit is good.
I didn't realize I had the basic bitch, but I left my Ugg boots at home, so I'm gonna just continue to drink this fall spice. So
Same.
yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
So I was sitting in my house and I watched the movie while I was on a conference call I should have been paying attention to, which is fair.
Do you still work for that company?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, been the project manager of the year for 5 years in a row.
It's a solid.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest.
That's better than you, Corey.
I'm only good at 1 or 2 things in my life.
I'm good at a couple things too.
You ain't even made Employee of the Month. Calm down.
So
We're not going to talk about my profession.
So I had 50 pounds of mead just sitting in my windowsill because that's how you mead honey. Thank you. I've been drinking.
Just
And,
call it honey.
Yeah. So I took it and I was like, how can I make this alcohol? So I watched a YouTube video, and I turned that shit into something that I wouldn't call mead, but it was definitely enough to get me fucking smashed.
Basically prison hooch.
It was definitely top, like, double decker hooch, like
tasted like shit,
top,
but-
the top of the toilet bowl, right? You know what I'm saying?
Tasted like shit but got the job done.
Yeah, right. So
Just ethanol.
it was 21%, and it had honey notes if you fucking blinked appropriately as you were swallowing it. So then I was like, oh, that's real not good. But I mean, we're going to continue to drink it because I don't have to see Karen. And that was like the beginning of the company, right? And then I gave some friends like batch number 2 and batch number 3, which were way better. By way better, I mean like you could see when you were done drinking it, which is really good.
Barely.
And they're like, "Oh, this tastes really great."
They were
Dude,
like, dude,
you drink and make hooch. Like I've never met anybody that reminded me more of my dad.
so I started down that path, and you know, I had like so many failures at the beginning and whatnot, and
But you had supportive friends.
yeah, they like free hooch, like most all of them.
Well, it's like
Alcoholic friends.
just to pause for a second. It's like when Canaan was talking earlier about how when he first started music and he knows it was fucking horrible, and all his friends were like, "Oh, dude, this is badass."
Support this.
So you just kept going.
Corey, we're still like that with Canaan.
But at least with the mead, they got fucked up.
Yeah, this
Solid point.
Yeah, there's a difference between being off key and like just being
It,
smashed.
it was kind of a yin and yang thing, brother.
Because he would feed them rumple.
Because like
So
it was like a guy with a guitar, we got to get around the campfire, and it's like
Oh,
a guy
yeah.
with a mead, we don't have to buy
all
any more
that drip,
alcohol.
all that drip, right?
But-
I've never been able to play a chord on a guitar. I was just like, dude, I wish I could play one chord, because no bitch is ever gonna know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
the thing that's kind of the same though is Canaan would feed them rumple until he sounded good.
Dude, surprisingly, back in the day, Rumple wasn't as big as it was. Or
Being
is it?
a musician that long, you just develop that hurt to like rumple.
I just want.
You got to be hurt.
Back then, I wasn't a musician. I was just a fat guy playing guitar.
Hey, but the rumple went hard.
I want to let you know this real quick.
Calm down,
Nobody
Luke.
knows what rumple is except for you two.
Bullshit. If you're in Texas, you know what rumple is.
If you're a piece of shit, you know what rumple
Hey,
is.
it's been in my scope for a while.
And if not,
Put it in your mouth, mead guy.
if not, you're gonna find out pretty quick.
Give me some.
Fair. I do love me some scope. So,
Just about to say.
Hey, it tastes like Christmas. I swear to God.
I don't know why this bottle keeps going in my hand, but it
Liquid
tastes really good.
toothpaste.
So y'all need to take it back.
all right.
If you
Okay, I'll
don't
take
like
this one
rumble, what do
instead.
you gargle with?
Fair enough. Listerine.
Y'all just handed me
20 plus.
another bottle of this
Second.
delicious mead.
Hold on. So when y'all started, what was your whole setup of making mead? What would you start with?
I had a big giant 1 gallon glass jar.
Jesus.
And I had a little bubbler on top. And I filled that bitch up with like 3 pounds of honey, a bunch of water, and some yeast, and shook it up like it was a baby I didn't want to see again.
I can relate. I can relate. Oh, no.
I'm actually I'm a dad and I love my kids. And I love all kids.
You lost me at yeast. But I mean,
We're going to cut the sweet part out.
Brian can relate. We met Tony.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
So that's how it started, and then me and my wife moved up to Montana about 3 years ago, and it became a real thing.
Not Washington.
Not at all. Up there we have freedom.
you failed geography.
We have freedom down here.
We
Okay.
have Texas freedom. It's a little different.
Solid point.
Yeah, listen.
Not a lot like it.
The reality is y'all are awesome, and I love the fact that you guys are just like fucking. We're Texas, but like you move to Montana, and then like you guys can't drive because it snows 2 inches or more.
We
Dude,
still
That's
have
fair,
nice
that's
weather
fair,
normally.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyways, I didn't mean to derail your story again. I just wanted to talk
no,
shit.
it's fine. We can go down the rabbit holes. It's
The way
fine.
we talk shit on Saturday night, I feel like this is kind of
It's fine, man. I love it. I love it.
it's fine.
Rabbit holes. We're going to go into cuisine now.
Do you bury me?
Now I'm interested. I'm a little bit intrigued,
Hey,
bro.
he
I don't even know.
Right now.
He lost me at 2 inches. He said 2 inches.
We don't even know what Josh is talking about half the time.
That's
So
fair. That's fair.
He's Vikings.
So
stop putting that in front of me. I'm gonna drink it every time.
So,
This shit's outstanding. I'm not gonna lie.
So, I spent a lot of time in the mountains because I live up on top. I got a little 20-acre ranch on top, and in the wintertime, it's like negative 51. I know that's not a word that you guys have ever heard in your life, but like it's negative 51, and there's like 2
There's
to
no
3 feet
wind.
of snow.
There's no wind.
There's no wind.
Hey,
Is
to
that
be fair,
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
to be fair though, 2 years ago, Snowmageddon 2021, we saw negative temperatures in this area for the first time, and that shit sucks.
Negative meaning what?
It was like negative 18 or some shit.
And I'll tell you,
Okay.
Every
Swear.
house-
I swear at one point it was negative 18.
every house in Texas broke too, by the way. Everybody's.
Hey,
we
dude,
had a
Ours
generator.
didn't.
The power
Hey,
grid was
Our internet was completely cut, or not internet, electricity was completely cut off to our house. We took a generator in the backyard and hardwired it into the fucking panel of our house.
So y'all could be Montanan.
Dude, I can't stand
I could do it. It's just not. I'm not gonna be happy about
I'm just
it.
gonna be honest. Like that's some Montana redneck shit right there.
Well,
I like lake season. Fuck that cold shit.
So in Texas, it's a little different. We have a lot more
Humidity. So
Yeah.
the shit sticks to you.
Oh yeah,
So,
there's a
like-
difference.
So the cold up north, it's fucking cold. Don't get me wrong.
Just
But
dry.
the cold down south,
Tell me more.
fucking hurts.
Dude,
Oh no, yeah. Tell
It's
me more.
fucking painful.
And I wear jorts 24/7, so I can speak on it.
Dude, I was in Iraq and it snowed on me.
And what?
That's that's
Pretty
a whole,
fuck up.
That's
yeah.
that's a whole different territory.
Yeah, no, like,
He
I
wins.
understand it. I understand it. Like, here's the thing, right? Here,
Snow in
So-
Iraq? That's crazy.
yeah,
Dude, I can't stand Corey, but at -8, we're cuddling.
yeah, no, y'all listen. Here's,
Josh, I wouldn't
here's
cuddle
the
you if
thing,
my
here's the
fucking
thing.
life depended on it.
This ain't a dick measuring contest, but y'all don't know cold until it hits -51, like it did not last Christmas, the Christmas before.
Yeah.
Like -51.
And like 40, 50 mile an hour winds.
Yeah,
I'd probably just eat a 9mm at that point.
Well, that's all flatland out there mostly, isn't it?
No.
There's the mountains, and then the rest is all flat, right?
There's like a moose in there.
I live on top of a mountain.
Well, like other than the big mountains, so
Other than like the 4th tallest mountain in the country.
This isn't an episode of Yellowstone.
Well, driving through
is.
Wyoming,
Yeah,
it was like fucking flat.
that's
the entire
Wyoming. It's
time.
a completely different state.
Yeah, they're like right next to each
They're
other.
right.
So like
It
Texas.
doesn't work
He
like
got
that.
stuck and he couldn't drive
Well,
through
you
it, so he
also
was
have to
like,
understand, we're in Texas. We have like
No
Twin
mountains.
Peaks. That's
We have-
it.
we have-
Twin Peaks.
We have
That's
every
the
different
only thing we got.
Twin Peaks.
Texas has like 6 different terrains all
Yeah,
over the state.
not one of them is a mountain.
All we have to go
we
off
got
is
a
Kevin
mountain.
Costner.
We have mountains.
Let's be very very clear.
Deep,
You do
deep
not have
west.
mountains.
Deep west. There's a couple.
No,
They're
y'all
not.
have hills. Your mountain is where my house sits.
So we're at sea level here, right?
I don't fucking know.
Corey ain't never.
I run a fucking podcast. Do I look like a geographer?
All I know,
Run
hey,
a podcast.
All we know about snow is
Whenever
that when it
Larry
does that,
Pierce sits at
everybody
the beer.
fucking wrecks, and we stay inside our house for a fucking week.
Not me. I'm on the side by side doing
Yeah.
full drive donuts.
Yeah,
What you mean?
So when it snows, Texas shuts down.
Yeah.
Of course.
Not
Ice
this guy.
storms.
But y'all have snow. We got ice. It's different.
No. Hold on.
But Snowmageddon was snow.
This location called Bosangeles or Bozeman.
Bozeman.
Yeah, Bozeman.
This
It's where
fucking
every
guy.
fucking moves from California to Montana. If you're listening to this,
That's
and you're
our Austin. That's our
Yeah,
Austin.
stay the fuck out of our states. Go home.
That's how we feel.
Like I said, states plural. I'm on
point.
your team.
Good
They
point.
took
Good
over
point.
our capital.
It's an episode of Yellowstone.
I just want to let you know. Go home.
From the
Don't-
Vikings.
Don't bring your dumb shit to us. Like I'm just trying to make hooch, shoot some fucking bears.
It's not hooch, it's me.
Hang out with fucking it's hooch.
It's who-
Until it's legal, it's hooch.
So what
Shoot
you're-
some bears,
He was
shoot
young,
some
but
elk.
his
I want to
governor-
fucking like do the things that I want to do. And what you're doing is you're harshing on my mellow. You're bringing your fucking bullshit with you. Look, I'm not opposed to the fact that Montana is a free green state. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we were.
You know?
Wish we were. Damn.
Hey,
Who's more free?
So
Tell
I,
me again.
I have a random question.
Go.
Do mushrooms grow in Montana?
Fuck yeah, they do. You know what's great about it? You know what's great about that? We got the flyer Erets, bro. Hey, you want to be a Viking? Fucking eat some of that red and white shit, bro. You want to be a Viking? That's the first step.
He didn't know what
Let's
you were
go.
talking about.
I'm game.
Hey,
I'm game. Let's go.
So when
I'm
are we
saying.
filming our episode up there?
When all
Canaan's
of you
coming.
decide that you aren't afraid of the cold.
Oh, she got it.
Yeah, that's Viking culture. Is
Yeah.
they eat hensbane and the
Yeah.
berserkers. They get fucking
I-
stoned as fuck on fucking
Yeah.
hallucinogens and they raid villages and they kill and
Well,
Hell
they-
yeah, dude.
pillage.
Like,
hold on, they stay up. They eat it the night before and stay up.
do you,
Hey,
Hey,
Look,
Corey,
they fed me mead. This shit does hit different. You are not lying, son. Yeah.
you don't need to drink anymore.
I don't
Corey's
need to
drunk.
drink.
so here's the thing, right? So
It hits like wine. I feel sexy as fuck right now. Josh, back away.
God damn it.
That's
Hey,
a-
if you think I'm sexy, look at his shorts.
Hey,
All I saw was a moose knuckle over
I feel
there.
fantastic. In
God
the
damn.
So
Moose
we don't
knuckle,
mean-
we're back in Montana. Go ahead.
We don't mean to interrupt.
No, it's totally good. Like, this is one of my favorite things about podcasts. So I loved when I moved up to Montana and like had this idea, right? So that was where we left off, right? I had this idea that we were going to do something, right? And so then I paid for a logo to be made, and then I started like maybe being a little Al Capone, I don't know, but like less Mexican, less Italian, whatever he is.
Al Capone was not Mexican.
He could have been. Have you met him?
But talking about Al Capone, you're like tax evading.
No, I was running hooch.
Well, I mean that too.
I mean, I might have been.
Are you sure you're not my dad?
Do you want to be?
Yeah.
I mean, I could be your daddy.
Dude, we're finna do 23andMe after this show.
I mean, I already got mine, bro. Like, where you at?
We're on it.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm fine.
Hey, the backstory is that we talked about earlier that you're younger, or that he's younger than you.
Yeah, I still my
No,
own.
no. I'm the old.
Montana. Calm your ass down.
I'm older than him, but
You are slightly. That's
slightly.
what it
Yeah.
was.
Listen,
Yeah,
Hey,
everybody here,
immaculate conception. It's a thing.
everybody here is younger than me. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you were talking about Mexicans, so continue, Jesus.
Okay. Well, so interesting fact. I want you to look at me in my eyes and then realize this is a real thing. So I got my 23andMe back,
He's gonna fall in love if he looks at
and
me.
I am 31% Mexican.
Well, if I keep looking in your eyes, you're finna get that I am your captain now.
No. Listen.
not-
I promise you, I'll win that battle. I don't blink first, bro.
You killed one moose, and you think you're dope.
No, I didn't even kill a moose. I just slept with your mom.
God damn it. I mean, I don't blame you. My dad was away a while.
You can let this guy that only has hair on half of his head talk to you like that?
It's called a peninsula. Please keep it up.
Listen, I'm not trying to get political with Tom.
Tom.
Tom ain't ever had a beard like this, bro.
Right. America.
I mean, I wish you could have a beard like this.
No,
Alright,
I
so-
can't.
Here comes time for the tall tales portion of this. So
I think we went there already.
allegedly, this has crossed multiple state lines before it came to here.
No, it was
Allegedly.
It was definitely brewed here.
Oh, it was brewed here.
I can't wink hard enough.
So you're not from Montana. You did not bring this.
This was made in Tony Bond's bathroom.
This was definitely made in his bedroom.
No. His
His
PO
bathtub.
could hear this. Don't do that.
No. This. There is literally a bathtub somewhere in a Bond residence. can't promise you, but there's definitely a bathroom there.
This is
There
why I
might
brought
have
up.
been alcohol in that bathroom, either ingested or exhausted, if you want to call it that.
This is why I brought up the tall tales portion of the episode.
I mean, speaking of a bond,
Because allegedly, this was made here.
Yeah, allegedly for sure.
I don't know. Speaking of a bond, a Brian Bond, how the hell did you get involved with this? How did you meet him?
And when the fuck did you get so ripped?
Oh, he's always
He's been
like
born ripped, bro.
One question
He's a
at a
hoss.
time, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Vico and I met on an elk hunting excursion probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
roughly,
something like that. Yeah, I'm probably
with
6.
with a gentleman who I love dearly. His name is Jarl, the bougie one.
He's bougie as fuck.
Yes.
Jarl?
The Jarl. The Jarl.
He's the Jarl.
That's some Viking shit.
So how do you be bougie in Montana?
Oh, he live in Utah.
Yeah.
He's bougie as fuck. He has a triple axle fucking pull behind trailer.
Did Jarl meet on Brokeback Mountain up there?
Have you ever met Mormon Wallen?
They're
Yeah.
friends with Mormons. You can't make that joke with them. They're from that
I
area.
can.
They're Mennonites. They're not Mormons.
You
They're
watch
half
your
Texans
mouth.
Combined.
I that's fine. It's okay. Keep going.
So I might have the hots for his sister.
Alex's sister, not mine.
Your wife might watch this.
The Jarl, the bougie one.
Your wife, Tony's mom, might watch this. Or is that the same person?
It's the same person.
Corey.
Look, I didn't know the story. I was just trying to save
I
you.
want to time out real quick.
I love Tony's mom.
We have
She's
now
my
hit
favorite person ever.
4. We're at the over under.
For the record.
4.
I lost
Hey.
on that because I got the under.
I just want to know at what
That
point,
wasn't a fuck up. That was content.
Hey, at what point did you realize you could cuss on this interview?
Well, after I talked to you, because I watched all your Facebook reels and they're all like family content, and I was like, oh shit, I have to watch my mouth. And I was
if your
like,
family's as fucked up as ours are.
that's fair. It's a real conversation.
So anyway, we Alex invited myself and my other brother-in-law, Boat, a.k.a. Rudy, to Montana, and we had a meetup, right?
Oh, with a D, not a T.
It's like a safety meeting in Texas.
Kind of. No. It's
No,
more
not
alcohol.
really.
Not
That's
no
what a
safe.
safety meeting in
It
Texas
was a meetup, not a meetup.
I need some of that.
When we're having a safety meeting in Texas, that's what we're doing. Like, that's just what we tell our old ladies.
Who's got an old lady?
So, I mean, we were boys from hunting elk. We had a real good time. We didn't shoot shit.
Walked a
Imagine that.
lot. Took my rifle for a walk.
That's
real
right.
nice.
That's how we do. And that was in the mountains of Utah at the time before he left Utah for Montana.
Like a grown up.
And so
Alex
after
Smith.
that, it was I fell in love with the culture of Bearded Viking. Not just him, but the whole the camaraderie that we have. You could tell their work ethic was super solid, but they loved to have a good time, and they cared about each other deeply, and really
Super gay.
Did he take half your hair and use it for his dreadlocks?
deeply. Yeah.
Second knuckle.
Hey, it gets cold up there.
Damn it.
It gets real cold.
It gets cold up there.
Yeah.
Is that a moose knuckle or just a regular knuckle?
Just a straight second knuckle.
So, but to go a little bit deeper,
Whoa!
Third knuckle.
You could have worded that any way you wanted to. You could have worded that any way you wanted to.
I worded it exactly how I wanted to. But the Bearded Viking, I mean, obviously we're a mead company, and his mead is off the charts, and I'm glad that you all got to experience it tonight. And we can't wait for everybody else to get to do so here in a few months. But it's deeper than that, literally. It's all about bringing people together, and he has a deep passion for men's mental health, and I'll let him talk about that. But that's really what we're all about.
It seems like more of a brotherhood, man. I love it.
Yeah.
And I can relate to the mental health side. I'm the local crazy.
You
person
seem a
on
little
this
bit crazy.
podcast.
That's fine.
Well, speaking on the brotherhood thing,
Yeah.
Alex and Rudy want to shout them out. Both
Yeah.
Marines, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Alice.
Just
Alex
Alex.
is Marine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy is one of the people in my life that I've met that when I initially met him, I really wanted to punch him in the mouth like every day.
Was that me Saturday?
No, man, you were actually kind. It was weird. It's just this is a weird flip.
Now you don't like me.
So it's me and Corey.
No,
Go ahead.
that's most Marines. They usually want to beat each other up before their family.
So when I met Rudy, we battled a lot because he just looked at me as like I was just some punk kid, which is fair. Like I totally see myself. Like I know what I look like. Like I look like I'm from Washington.
You're an asshole.
So, but like we got to the point where and I want to be personally like in my organization and starting this as like a grassroots or a bootstrap foundation, like the men that work for me have literally bent over backwards and worked for free for the past 2 years to build an infrastructure and build a culture. So when we launch, we're like gonna win, right?
Oh, yeah.
We can relate.
That's like what it takes, right?
We can relate.
We can relate.
We
Right.
can relate, except Josh bends over forwards.
That's fair.
Hello.
If it's in front of a mirror, that way I can see the face. That's
Hey,
where
this
we're in.
podcast- Hey, like you said, we're a family podcast, so we're not going to talk about what he does from the back. But go ahead.
Yeah.
What
So-
are you doing, step bro?
So with like Rudy, we battled a lot and whatnot, and that man has shown growth as a leader that I can't explain to you all. Like you'll never know it. Like you have to understand. Like there's a piece to that we as a culture actually foster, right? So all fucking around aside,
Right.
I'm an advocate for men's mental health, and I almost killed myself in 2015. A lot of people don't know that. If you don't listen to my podcast, if you do, you know it right up front. And my dog saved my life at the time. His name is Montana, named after the greatest quarterback to ever play football. Don't even fucking Troy Aikman not one of you can Troy Aikman me over here, like you
We
and
were
your
gonna say
Cowboys
anything.
fans.
This is a serious
Nah, dude.
combo.
Dude, we would
No,
never
we can
do.
we can
hey,
all relate to this part of the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah,
we
no,
would-
it's
You know
hey,
we're not.
we would never do that. We're Texans. We're
Yeah,
Patrick
I mean-
Mahomes.
What's the name of
I
your
can't-
podcast?
Oh yeah. So our podcast. I hope you choke right now. Go Niners.
You sound like a Swiftie.
Yeah, you are totally a Swiftie. So
I'll knock him out right now on camera.
that's
please.
fine. I mean,
Somebody give me the fucking green light.
So
Bite that
My son
motherfucker
wants to
right
beat
now.
me up so bad.
so our podcast is called Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys, which is we do a lot of promotions for these guys, for y'all, which is great. I mean, Martin Antonio's "Life on the Lamb" is our intro song, which is fucking badass, and I love it. I love hearing him sing it in person. It gave me like a.
Are you asking him to do that later after the podcast?
Don't tempt me with a good time, because he's not even ready for the full erectness of that I can have.
Spit on it.
I knocked this bar over last time.
3.5 inches of fucking power hour, bro. Let's go.
Gump was scared of the same thing. Oh no.
So, so,
That's cool though.
I started the podcast because I just got tired of my friends killing themselves, and it's like fucking annoying. Like it's really like the greatest people you ever served with in the military or greatest men you ever know. They're battling these battles all the time, and they just don't fucking know that they can talk to people, right? It's a real thing. Like, we as men, we don't talk to each other about shit that's like that. We're like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with the boys. And what do we talk about? Paranormal shit.
Yeah.
Fucking cars. We talk about, we never talk about bitches because, like, that's annoying and we don't want to talk about that, right? It's like, yeah, like what movie did you see lately was higher on the list than, like, how's your fucking personal life, right? And so, in order for me to make a change, I realized a long time ago, like after my dog saved my life, I realized I had to be the change that I want to see in the world, right? So I have to emulate it. I have to teach people how to do it. And so our podcast is the art of a meetup. And I jokingly coined that phrase, but the reality is like somewhere along the lines, we forgot how to hang out as dudes.
Yeah.
Right? Like we forgot. Like now, you know, as you age, you realize like you got family responsibilities, and those are like paramount. That's the number one thing. But you forget about yourself along the way.
Yep.
It's really, really important to like spend some time with yourself, and like whether that's being alone or hanging out with your boys. Like you have to have a good combination of the two. And for me, I focus on myself when I'm hunting because there's like, you know, just me walking in the woods with my bow or my rifle, holding on to hope that I'm going to see something, right? That's my alone time. But every week, I hang out with my boys, whether it's on a podcast or it's a meetup or we just do a virtual meetup or in person where we're just drinking around a fire. And if you don't drink, that's absolutely okay. Just understand, like, I'm going to get drunk because, like, when I drink, I'm going to tell you the goddamn truth.
Absolutely.
Right? You're going to be like, oh, man, no, life's good. And I'm going to be like, all right, cool. Let me take a little bit of this, you know, OG meat here, and I'm going to let you know real what's up.
Next thing you know, all the homies are crying together.
That's absolutely truth, right?
Absolutely, dude.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And the thing about the podcast and what we do, and it's a passion of mine. I've lost like 36 people to suicide since I've been home from Iraq. And I'm really just fucking tired of it. Like, I don't even go to funerals anymore. And the reason why I don't go to funerals is because I'm like, dude, I just can't, like, deal with... And that's not the emotion. It's just like, you're fucking stupid because you could just talk to me.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have $1, I would have given you $1, right? If you didn't have an out, I would have found an out for you.
So hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and this is making myself vulnerable.
I like it. Let's do it.
Don't underestimate what you're doing, because like as much as I don't want to say this right now, like these dudes save me all the time.
Well, that's the
Like,
truth,
these
though.
dudes, like I've struggled with mental health. I'm like bipolar. I don't talk about it a lot on here, but like it's a real thing. And these guys right here, like all of them individually. This week it was Brandon. You don't know how many times it's been Martin. Corey stepped in this week. Like I struggled with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you might think that that's just like
No,
Like,
I put
like,
it.
it's not that easy, man. And like,
Is-
if I didn't talk, like sometimes it's not about me talking to them. It's about them talking to me when I need them. So don't underestimate the value you're bringing to people's life, because
When you being-
I'm the wild one of this bunch that, like, I'm glad they deal with me.
Right.
So
When you being hard headed
I
and trying to
can
be like,
relate.
y'all continue this on, I'm like, no, shut the fuck up, Josh.
all the time, dude. There's sometimes I'll be honest, and I hate to say this on here, but there's times like I think about stopping this, not because I want to. This is my passion. But I almost want to get out their way because I'm not always
Hold on. Well,
the most normal person in the world.
Let
man.
me tell you the story about what happened with me. And so I've told this story like, I don't know, probably 200 times. I had to tell it in therapy when I got home and I had PTSD, and like I dealt with all the bullshit of like the war and losing my family and all sorts of shit, right? You gotta pass that over to Martin.
That's what Martin needs for dealing with me
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I don't think it's about that. I think it's about being real, right? So all fucking around aside, right?
100%.
So here's what happened to me in 2015. And I've stated this story a lot, and it's the same story always, right? And I told Tony this tonight. He'd never heard the story. So in 2015, I was a automotive ASC certified mechanic who owned my own shop in Utah. I had just gotten divorced, gotten a relationship with a gal who I thought was, the one, because it's a rebound, right? And found out she was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend. Well, as a Marine, I'm just used to that. It's okay. It's just a deployment. I understand this. However, I really did think that I loved her. I was infatuated with this woman, and I don't fault her for her choices because she had to make her own choices. Like I don't fault people for their choices, right? And I wasn't the person that I am today at all by any means. So we break up in like September. I have to drive down to New Mexico to get my kids. I've got 3 daughters. Drive down to New Mexico. I'm working 3 jobs, so my business and a bouncer, and then I was working on the weekends doing a paper route, just to pay my child support. That was all I was trying to do, to stay out of jail, right? Like, it was pretty fucked up, but like, is what it is. So, drove down, picked up my kids, came back. We had Thanksgiving together, and it was awesome. My 15-year-old, almost 16-year-old, who is now 23, said to me, I don't want to come see you again. So that's a big kick to my dick as a dad, right? Like, and that's all I am is a dad. Like, I don't care about anything else. I just want to be a good dad.
I got into it with my 15-year-old today.
Dude,
so
it's a real conversation that you have when teenagers happen to be teenagers.
Yeah.
And if
they are
girls,
assholes.
yes.
Like,
If they're girls,
they are hey, Shelby Nicole, you are an asshole.
Right,
Like,
so-
I love you, and I will never stop loving you, but you're a whole asshole.
so if they're
Right.
girls and you're a dad, like that dad-girl mix,
Oh, it's real.
it don't make no sense at
I got-
all, right?
yeah.
Like how much like versus and I see like a lot of my friends are all just dads of boys, which is completely different.
Yeah, he just gets to take him to.
easier.
He
Yeah,
takes,
that's what I'm saying.
He
Like, you
takes
just-
his son to jujitsu and beats him up.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Well, here's listen, like every kid has their own thing, right? But here's the difference, right? So as a dad, you're protecting the kid, the daughter, and as a dad with the boys, you expect them to be better than you. There's a big difference, and that's a fair statement. I've never been a boy dad, but that's like what I've understood. That's real shit. So it's real shit. So then we moved to. I'm not giving you this. Fuck off, man. This is mine.
We're almost out of
Private
meat
stock
here.
now, dude.
Rude.
Yeah. My oldest told me she didn't want to be with me. She didn't want to come see me anymore, and it was a like I still battled to see her, and then the night before I left, I couldn't sleep. I just whenever I had this anxiety when I had to drop my kids off because they wouldn't talk to me when they were gone, and so I was sitting on Facebook before Instagram and all that shit was fucking popular, and so what had happened was, I'm sitting there and like my ex-wife's now, or not my ex-wife's, my ex-girlfriend's now husband. So she got married 2 months after we broke up. What? Says, yeah. Well, bitches be bitches, and she had her choices in life. It's fine.
So,
So it hurt. It hurt. And that's okay, right? And then I drove down, and on my way down to New Mexico, one of my really good friends, who was a police officer, killed herself. And then I found out at the same time, on the same drive, that I couldn't make my rent for my shop. And so everything that I had going for me in my life just failed. So I got home, and it was the first time that I was alone for Christmas.
It's the one that rains, it pours type situation.
Absolutely. I mean, I bawled the whole way home, dude. Every fucking channel I changed to on Siri, I swear to God, was Odell singing like "Hello."
Somebody
I was just like,
somebody play Jordan Nick's "Merry Christmas."
I was just like, fucking, please, fucking let me hit. Like let me hit a semi full, like that steers into my lane. Like just end it. This heartbreak is fucking bullshit. Like I've lost everything.
But like, make it not my fault.
Yeah. Well, I mean, make it my fault. I don't give. At the point, like I was just like really suicidal, right? And then I'm sitting there and I'm living in, like, I went from a home to living in a friend's basement, like the basement, not the basement, but like a room in the basement that didn't have even like a finished bathroom. And you're like trying to shower and like whatever. And like their kids call you uncle and they're having like the best Christmas fucking ever. And you're just like, dude, please fucking kill me. I want to die of a heart attack tomorrow. Like brutal, right? And so I just got to the point where I was like, I'm done, dude. Like, I can't do this. And it hurts. And I can't cross this finish line. Like, there's nothing at the end of this race. Like, my kids will be better off based off my oldest daughter not seeing me. They'd be okay. My mom and dad are fine without me. It's totally okay. And you have these real conversations in your head that you're literally letting these demons fucking win, right? So I went to the store. I had $300 in my bank account, and I bought a fucking 45. Still have it. And I put that motherfucker in my mouth, and I racked around, and my dog, Monty, literally stabbed me with his fucking paw. He used to do this thing where he'd sit on his ass, and he stabbed me with a paw when he wanted some shit. And he just looked at me, and he looked at a picture of my daughters. And that moment changed my life. So I pulled the gun out of my mouth and I was bawling, dude, just fucking bawling, because I knew that what I was doing was the easy way out, right? Like it really would have been the easiest way out.
Always is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's real. And so then I went. I was like, dude, what? They're going to be better off without me. And I went to go put the gun back in my mouth, and my dog, Black Lab, climbed across the top of me, pulled my hands down to the point where I dropped my gun, and he sat on that fucking on me until I stopped bawling. And he sat on the gun until I woke up from being a pity party. And I went upstairs and I told my buddy, who's not my friend anymore because I burned that bridge because I was a shithead, right? And he told me, basically like the way he treated me, my dog, like you got more. You got to do more.
We don't deserve them.
No, fuck no, we don't deserve dogs, dude. Like they're fucking.
They're so much better than us,
dude.
We don't
By
deserve
point
them.
blank period, all dogs go to heaven regardless.
Yeah,
Yes.
and facts, dude. So,
My exes prayed for me all wrong then.
so like I buried Monty in Utah 4 years ago. But that dog saved my life, and to this day, I wake up every day with a mission of making men realize that you're worth it. Because here's the truth, right? If we're gonna be honest about it, women get unconditional love from men. Children get unconditional love from men. Men do not get unconditional love. We have conditions. You got to go to work. You got to pay the bills. You got to show the fuck up. And
Not just about that. You're not supposed to show your flaws.
yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, I'm done with that. I want my brothers. I want the people who listen to me. I want the people who listen to any podcast at all whatsoever that I'm on. I want you to realize it's okay to be broken. Because at the end of the day, like, we got to show up for each other. And, like, the women are never going to know. Like, I got 4 emotions.
Hey, man.
They got, like, 2,000. I have no understanding of what they're going to do ever in their entire life. I have no clue. Like it could be from like breakfast to mid-breakfast, and you're like, nope. I don't know what that word means.
Hey, you explained it in a few words. Yeah, nope.
Hey, that's
I understand that.
The reality is, you know, the brothers that I have now. I mean, I'll shout out Alex because he's not here. He wasn't able to make it because he's sick. Well, his family's sick, and he didn't want to spread the plague.
And you wanted to take him a pink hat.
I'm gonna take him a pink hat.
There's a plague going around right now.
Yeah, but Alex was the hardest person that I've ever met to like show emotion. I'm gonna shout him out. Like that man on our podcast has all of a sudden been a men's mental health advocate, right? To me, like when people kill themselves, there's no end to that, right? There's no you don't get it, right? So I've got the IGY6 in my arm, right? The semicolon means and then, right?
To continue.
Right? To continue, right? And then I got your 6. I got your back, right? But like, to me, the people who do kill themselves, they don't know the impact they actually really had on life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, a lot of people will call them cowards. And I don't call them cowards. I look at them and I'm like, look, man, I've been there. And you just didn't have a fucking black lab. Like, that's a real
crazy
conversation.
As that sounds, I 100% complete what you said. But
Yeah.
I think that black lab it can be different for everybody. Whether it's
But
a
yeah,
black lab
metaphorically
or just a reason.
Or if you
to
have a
continue.
gecko.
For sure. Bearded dragon?
Not
Like-
necessarily a
Whatever.
I have a dog.
Anything.
I have a dog I got 4.5 years ago as a rescue. His name's Ross. He's a fucking asshole. I can't bring him around anybody. That little fucker has seen me at my lowest more than anybody in the entire world. And just that same story you told earlier about your dog saving your life, that little fucker has done the exact same thing for me.
Man,
Yeah.
I feel like
It's not necessarily a black lab. It's just something at the right fucking moment.
yeah, man. To be honest, man, when
And a lot of times a dog because we don't deserve dogs.
when someone's in the darkness, when someone's in the darkness, I really feel like any little bit of light is something, and I feel like the people that don't make it on the other side of that darkness didn't have that little bit of light, and luckily you're here today because you had that little bit of light.
I agree. I have been so with the mead company and like all this other shit. Like some dude has my face tattooed on him. I want to let you all know that it's a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
weird.
I like you, but that's not going down.
Well, I mean, it could be on your asshole if you continue to lose bets.
We have some more nicknames for him.
Hey, you're
on a serious note,
you are
JT,
super confident in this Super Bowl.
On a serious note,
My
that
ass
fucking
is
dog
alive.
story related to a fucking. I took my fucking headphones off and I sat back for a minute because that fucked me up. Because I've been through the exact same
What
situation.
I think the truth is right. The truth is that we all have that moment. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I don't have tits. I don't have a vagina.
Whether
like,
you talk about it or not, everybody
Yeah,
has
like
a
everybody has
fucking
it, right?
point.
Like I don't care if you're. That's real nice. Thank you. I don't understand women. I don't understand if you're anywhere in between a man and woman. I just don't get it because I'm a man, right? And I don't profess to say anything that's outside of the realm of what I am and who I am. So anything in this conversation, anything that I am or say I am or the way that I joke around, that's just who I am always, right? And my biggest thing is I want people to understand like there is an end to whatever pain you're suffering. And it doesn't mean a permanent end to a temporary solution.
So I love the way you said that because, like, let's not lie on camera. Like, I've chatted with you a few times online, mainly because you don't understand people in Texas call you sir. But
It's fair.
But
You don't understand people that were enlisted that don't
like-
like to be called sir.
100%. But
He just doesn't understand a lot of things.
Listen. Saturday night was the first time that I actually met you, like, face to face. You know, and I super appreciate everybody that serves and everything that they represent. But when I talk to you, you're not isolated to that. You're talking about anybody, not just military, like anybody.
Speaking
And
of
I think
fucking
that's
Mike, Josh.
I think that's what's so important about your message. It's not just directed to your military, like
Yeah.
like, you know, partners. It's It's anybody. Like I can just sense it from getting to meet you the few times I have. It's not isolated. Like it's not to disrespect your military ties, but it's not that. It's you genuinely care about people, and that's the message behind it.
Well,
I appreciate that.
One thing he knows is like darkness doesn't come for one person or another. It comes for everybody.
Yeah.
Period. And you have to be able to battle that, and like life gives you good people to battle that, and
it really does take a village, man. Like, and for me, like, a long time ago, I realized, like I'm not the person I need to be, right? And a lot of people think that like that's a part of you that shouldn't be known. But the reality is that's every fucking person, right? Like you can listen to me on this podcast or any podcast, or we could talk in person, and you might be inspired, and that's awesome, right? But I got a long fucking way to go, and every person has a long way to go. Everybody does, right? And the truth is, to me, right? So I started the Mead Company as a joke, right? And then I coined the phrase, "It's time for a meetup," right? That goes for anybody. I don't really care what you do or who you are, as long as you leave kids alone and you just try to be better tomorrow than you were today.
Absolutely.
That's it. If you fuck with the kids, there's a wood chipper for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll feed you to that.
Feet first. I just want to see an expression on your face when you fucked up.
Feet first, and I hope that motherfucker's on slow mode.
My message to people is just like, listen, no matter how hard it is, if you're like in your mom's basement and you're 38 years old drinking Code Red Mountain Dew, fucking playing, Call of Duty, whatever the fucking current version is, and you're getting your ass kicked by 12-year-olds, realize that you can be better than that. Right?
Why you gotta call me out like that?
I'm just saying.
Like,
I was looking you in the eyes.
Hey, you are not playing. You should be fucking them 12-year-olds up.
Yeah, like
I'm
listen.
glad you said up at the end of that because you hesitated for a long time.
Yeah, I was about to be like, does anybody have a wood chipper around here? Anyway,
12-year-olds.
but here,
I have never touched Corey, no matter what anybody says.
So I'm 26. So touch me, you die.
Yeah, you're half the man you think you are.
So
you're the other half of me that I forgot about, and I wish I didn't remember.
That's who you call Dad.
I believe that my name is JT, or you can call me Vico or Daddy.
Corey?
Please make Josh call you Daddy.
I don't really care either way. I'm cool with both.
He's into changing.
Fuck this guy.
Sure.
So
Hey,
go.
I want you to shout out any of your boys from the invasion. So you were there. You were there for OIF1.
Yup.
Yeah. So I have a lot of people.
You're my real family.
We're old.
Please.
We're old as fuck, bro. So
I want you to shout them out.
How old? How old?
We're Vietnam 2.0.
Yeah, pretty much at this point.
Yeah, like I fought in Nazaré.
They seen some shit.
I don't know about seeing some shit. I just seen some dumb shit. But yeah, so I want to shout out, like, if I'm going to shout out people from the invasion, I probably shout out Gunner Sergeant Art Roth. He was my gunny. Sergeant Paul Jensen, who was my gunner from my LAV. Brigadier General, now commander of 4th Marine Division, Doug Clark, who was my vehicle commander when he was a major. You understand what that is.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big... He's still in.
He stayed in. He
fucking 45 years. He's been in the Marine Corps longer than I've been alive. It's fucking ridiculous. I'd also shout out Anthony Mutter, who was a scout sniper. And he became my vehicle commander when we were in the Philippines. And he hated me, which is fair. Because I'm a smartass. I don't know if you know this.
No.
I'm a fucking smartass.
No. I hate him too.
I can relate.
Yeah. So, but Anthony actually just barely got his bachelor's degree. So fucking huge shout out to him. And every other brother of mine, John Wall, who we were Lance Corporals together. A major shout out to me for David Luna, who took his life in 2012. R.I.P. bud. He was my wingman, best friend. His kids were born a year and a month apart from mine. All 3 daughters. Fuck you. for taking your life, but I hope you're happy, bro. And to all the people along the way who I served with, you know, if you're in the Marine Corps or in the sapper company that I served with in the Army, I love you all. My biggest thing is just call me if you're fucking like in a moment, right? I promise you, I'll talk you off a ledge, or I'll just tell you you're a piece of shit. Either way, we're gonna finish this thing together. And
Well, cheers to them.
yes,
Yes, sir.
absolutely,
Like, may they live forever.
absolutely.
100%.
Till Valhalla.
So
Valhalla.
so to connect
Most
every
Viking thing you could say right now.
so to connect everything, I have to ask, just because I'm a music person. A lot of people in this room are obviously heavily music involved. What are some of them songs that got you through?
So, interesting story about me. I've never been like a vocalist at all. I don't know if you can tell by the way that I don't talk well.
I don't know, I feel like you could probably sing if you wanted to.
Pretty well.
The way you talk, I feel like you could probably have a voice on you.
So, in 2015, after all that shit happened to me, my buddy Brad Aldis, R.I.P., he OD'd, unfortunately. That sucks. He was a karaoke. He's a KJ. He's like starting a karaoke contest out in Salt Lake called Utah Idol. Because, like, we're super original in Utah. It's totally
Not
good.
Washington.
It's super close to Washington, like 5 states away.
He just keeps saying Washington because most of the
I had
girls
to
he
bring it-
takes
that was
home
our
are
whole
Huskies.
That was our whole conversation Saturday. He's like, I'm not fucking Washington. I don't know where you heard that from.
I get it. I got fucking dreadlocks. I don't drive a Subaru. I drive a fucking 1-ton. Get the fuck out of here.
He
Yes, I do smoke weed, but like I'm in fucking
Yeah.
Montana. It's fucking green friendly.
They allow one.
There's the disconnect.
Yeah, they have 4-wheel drive 1-tons. Not like this shit down here.
I'm just kidding. I had a buddy that I basically raised as like a son of mine, but he's the same age as mine. He lives in Billings now.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
It's called freedom.
He called me the other day. I was like, dude, you do not sound like you grew up in Texas anymore. He's like, yeah, they changed me. And I was
Yeah,
like,
because
what
it's
the
called
fuck is this?
fucking freedom. Anyway,
Came to the dark side.
so
He hates it, by the way.
yeah, because he's just afraid of the cold. It's fine. I get it. It's whatever. I'm a grown up. I have a remote start and my
I
truck.
forget y'all are old. I'm 26.
I'm
That don't,
I'm
hey,
medium. I'm medium.
Stunned him.
that don't
No,
mean
no.
hey, that don't mean Corey don't know about Huskies.
Oh yeah, I know. I know he knows what's up.
I've had a couple Huskies in my day.
I feel like you're a thicker than a sticker kind of guy.
Hey, if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Let's get it.
Yeah,
You know,
5'2".
this whole time, why is Brian so quiet?
Because that's who he is.
No, he's just quiet all the time. If I was Tony's dad, I'd be quiet all the time too.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to say anything else. I'd be like, he came out of my ball.
Be like, I'm Tony Bond's dad.
We've
They
also
don't have to
been-
say
Brian-
anything anymore.
Brian, do you have something to say? I mean, you've got to have something. to
That
say.
look on his face is like,
You've
you don't
been
want to
here.
hear.
You've been here this whole time.
Yeah.
You've been witness to him, the Bearded Viking Mead Company.
for way too long.
you can
Fair.
cuss me
Can
out.
I say-
You've absolutely
Fair.
had to have seen
Dude.
some crazy shit.
JT
Why
stole.
are you so quiet?
JT stole half of his hair for his half dreadlocks and took the rest of his. That's why he's so quiet.
I want to let you know it's called a peninsula. Let's be sure that you understand geography because they don't teach that shit for your age.
I run a podcast. You think I know geography?
We know.
I don't run it. Martin runs it. I just host it.
You'd understand if
They
you
put
knew
me
the
on
school
camera 'cause I'm-
district.
They put me on camera because people think I look pretty. I don't get it.
It's the floofy hair. Back to Bond though.
Morgan Wallen.
Don't do that.
Morgan Wallen.
Corey
not me.
thinks I
Not
like
me. That one.
Where'd that come from?
The fluffy hair.
The bedazzled jeans over there in the fucking corner.
No, I mean
He thinks our lake is saltwater, so just let him make
So
it.
bedazzled jeans. Josh stole them all.
So I really don't have. I've never been to the point where I felt like I had to end my life.
Good for you.
But I know,
Fucking
but
jealous.
but no, but I know there's a lot of people out there that have been there, and so to me it's like hooking up with JT and our posse. There's nothing more important than being able to connect and realize that you're not alone and there's hope out there. It doesn't matter. Bearded Viking, we're very diverse. We and when I say diverse, it's probably not what most people think.
We have Mexicans and white people.
Yes. And so JT's a pagan. I'm a follower of Christ, and he's like my best friend. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to be an asshole.
Dude, I love that you
Just
said
get
that.
along with people and realize that we all struggle, and we all need grace, and we all need each other. And at the end of the day, that's it. It's just about coming together and realizing that you can love people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You pray to your God, I'll pray to my gods. We'll fucking meet in the middle. Whoever wins at the end, I'll buy you a drink in heaven.
Absolutely.
I'll say some of the people that I'm closest with, we don't share the same political views, religious views, anything like that.
Yeah,
But they're good fucking people.
Yeah.
I think
As
that's
long
more
as you're-
inspirational than y'all know.
100%.
I mean, like saying something like that.
So many people in this world that let just views on this, on that, on this, on that divide everything. Dude, if you're cool to me, I'm cool to you. You don't do anything fucking shitty, and you're just a solid fucking person. I don't care what you believe in.
Man,
100%. I don't care what bathroom Corey uses. Like, that's my dude.
See, you made it a joke, but this is a serious thing.
To be honest, man, I think regardless of what religion you're in, I think the basis of most religions is like do good, be a good person,
Just be a good fucking person.
treat your neighbors well, and I feel like regardless of where you come from or what you do in your life, as long as you live by just being a good person, being good to your friends, being good to your family, I feel like that's what most religion is, and I feel like most
you're gonna
people.
be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's why I believe in just matching energies in general. Like, if somebody's shitty to you, be shitty to them. But
No. I'll challenge you on that every day.
But at the
I'll
same
challenge.
time,
I'll here's the challenge, right? So somebody's shitty to you. It's like that bully in high school you punched in the mouth when you were a kid. Because we're old enough to fucking punch bullies, not you. We are,
100%.
right? Because like you had to stand up to bully, right? That means there's some shit going on in their life. Just be kind.
I can relate.
Just be kind.
They're the ones who
Like
need more.
they need it most.
than
They need it
anyone.
most.
Yeah.
Like you know that Walmart greeter, or the fucking the gal, the only gal that's in the fucking checkout line at Walmart. Like she's the only employee there. Like she needs it most.
Absolutely.
100%. Just be kind.
I punched those bullies then. Now I'm friends with those bullies.
Well, I'm glad that something
Everybody
carried
goes-
over from our generation to
Everybody
yours.
goes through their own shit, bro.
No, that's a real conversation.
You never know what somebody's going through.
So
100%.
so you asked me
Doesn't
about
matter if it's a stranger, if it's somebody that's made your life hell.
Yes.
You never know what the fuck they're going through in their
And
own
it's
mind.
usually the happiest people that are usually not the happiest
Yeah.
people.
So real quick before we wrap up, because we're about to wrap up, but like let me just finish this, right? So y'all asked me about like how I was able to overcome my demons. So here's the thing, right? So my friend
Hey,
Brad.
made friends with mine.
So I don't make friends with my demons. Fuck those bitches. I fucking own them.
I made them better.
Dude,
I'm the
you said
fucking
it
lead
right
in this
there.
stance. Fuck off.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
no, fuck
You're right.
them.
This is your interview.
Dude, what you
Right.
said right there, like as simple as that might have seemed in the moment, like that's so important for people to know. Like, it's not bad to have demons, but you lead that shit.
I lead that fucking dance. I'm not even fucking around with that. I lead that dance every fucking time. I look at them in their fucking mouth and I say, "Bitch, fuck you. If we're gonna waltz on my fucking chords, right?
It's my time.
We're gonna fucking. It's my time." So here's the thing. You asked me about this earlier, and this is my closing statements, right? So y'all asked me how I learned how to dance with my demons. So my friend Brad, R.I.P. So this is right after all that shit happened with my dog and everything else. He asked me to come out to be part of a karaoke contest. And I was like, I don't want to fucking sing karaoke. I can't sing. It's okay that I can't sing. He's like, I'll buy your drinks for the night. But we're trying to start this thing that's now a phenomenon in Utah. And so I showed up, and he's like, what do you want to sing? I was like, Hurt by Johnny Cash. Interesting fact, caveat. So Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails wrote Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He gave the rights to Johnny Cash
Yep.
to sing the song after June Carter died for Hurt.
Martin covers the fuck out of that.
I know he does. It's fucking. It was. I was bawling when he sang it.
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible. So, when he died, he died before he gave the rights back to Trent Reznor. So Trent Reznor is actually the cover, and Johnny Cash is the rights owner.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
True story.
So I sang "Hurt" by Johnny Cash. Very first time I ever sang in front of a whole bunch of people, not like I'm drunk karaokeing, and I got a standing ovation. And the reason why is because of everything I went through.
They could feel it when you were singing.
Absolutely. You can't fake that shit. So then I said "Fuck her gently" the next weekend. Because, like, why not?
You probably felt that one too.
I mean, yes.
Gently.
And then I sang "Chasing Cars" by Snow Patrol, and I got eliminated from the round because that's not in my vocal range.
You didn't feel that one.
Yeah. No, I did feel that one, but I just can't sing like that high. I have really big balls, so they're not up in my nuts, in my stomach. So that's my thing that I did. So I still sing karaoke to this day. I stopped taking pills to deal with my PTSD because I found my outlet.
You stopped.
I have been pill free for my PTSD for 14 years.
Dude, that's
what I'm talking about.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah. So I want to let everybody out there know, like, there's a reason that you are here, right? And if you're part of the Bearded Viking family, and which is Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey, y'all are part of this now. So I hope you all know that you're fucking committed.
True Tall Tales and Mead.
That's fine.
We're stuck with this guy now.
Yeah, you're all fucked.
I'm glad Canaan did that because Corey would have
I'm
fucked it
expecting
up.
fucking dreadlocks
from everybody.
Dude, mine's long enough. I'll grow dreadlocks now.
Yeah, you'll look like a shitty version of Coolio.
You look like Tom McDonald's dumbass brother.
That's fine. Still not shitty version Coolio.
I'm.
At least I can rap.
You took that. You said that Friday night or Saturday night.
I did.
I can't look like
I
Coolio.
prepped.
I am not the right shade.
Nobody is.
Don't pick on my little sister.
You're not either.
We need Josiah here, but Josiah couldn't grow.
Yeah.
Josiah couldn't grow dreadlocks anyway. He can't grow no hair.
That's fair too. You can tell by his face. Anyway, so to wrap it up,
He's at home with tonsil surgery
That's
right
something
now.
Corey
so I have
ain't
to make
figured
fun of
out.
him while he's not allowed to be here.
Wrapping it up is something Corey ain't figured out.
So to wrap it
See,
up,
that's the thing you cannot say.
I'm gonna pass it over to you in a minute, real quick. So to wrap it up, here's the truth, right? So whether you're a man, woman, or anything in between, okay, it's time for you to start hanging out with people like you, and do better in your life. Don't fucking tell me about your problems. Tell me about your solutions.
Absolutely.
Let's fucking show up.
Agreed.
Let's sing some good songs. Let's be around a campfire and drink some goddamn motherfucking Bearded Viking Mead.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Or just hit our inbox. Anybody will talk
Cheers.
to you if you
Cheers.
need it.
Oh. Skull.
All right, everybody. I think that was time to close out. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of True Tall Tales and Whiskey.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Can't you see that I'm breaking down at the seams? I'm hanging on a door that turned out to be a wall. There are many times that I've had my reasons. Sometimes the reason is no reason here at all. They say that the sun will rise in the morning, the clouds will part overhead, and joy comes in the morning. But for some of us it does, and some of us it doesn't. Many of us think we've got all the answers to life's bitter ends and dark rooms, but the only fix that I am aware of is love patience and truth. They say that the sun will rise in the morning, clouds will part overhead, and joy comes in the morning. But for some of us it doesn't, some of us it doesn't. We keep moving on down the line. We bury the feelings that eat us inside. And they say that the sun's gonna rise in the morning, clouds will part overhead, and joy comes in the morning. But for some of us it doesn't, some of us it doesn't.